Hey guys, it's me Anaïs, and today I'm going to be telling you about the book Temptations of a Wallflower by Eva Leigh. So first of all, I very much hope that I said Eva Leigh's name right, because I'm not sure if it's Eva, I'm not sure, but whatever it is, I love her. She is a fabulous author. I have read every book that I can by that writer. I found out that that is a pen name, and so she also has books written as Zoe Archer, and I haven't read anything by Zoe Archer yet. I mean, besides the Eva Leigh books, but you know what I mean. I haven't read anything by that pen name version of that person, but I will, don't worry, I totally am going to. So, this is a romance novel. It is the third in a series of The Wicked Quills of London. It's a Regency romance novel, so it's a historical novel, and it has lords and ladies and all of that stuff. But the special thing about her books is that it has women who are very strong and willing to fight for what they want, and it has men who are willing to see if they've made a mistake and fix it and become better and do better in the future. And I think that's super, super important, because God, wouldn't you want that in a person? I think so. I think that in a man or a woman or whoever you are with, you want somebody to have the ability to say, I was wrong and let me fix that. And some people have a hard time doing that. Of course, everybody does. It's hard, and I really like how in her book it shows that process, as it is hard to acknowledge when you have a deficit in your personal life. It's hard, but then you can work on it and get better. So the cool thing about this book, I thought, is that the hero is a vicar, and so he is in the church, and in that time, a third son, which he was, could be in trade or something like that. He's not going to inherit the title like his older brother, so he has to have a job. So this guy, his dad kind of forced him into the church and told him, yeah, you have to be the moral, the moral person of our family. That's just it. That's who you are. And the lady is a duke's daughter, and she is expected to marry very high and you know, basically marry money and all of that stuff, arranged marriages, that kind of stuff. Very, very typical of that time. So the thing that isn't typical is that girl wrote erotic novels, the main character, and she does that anonymously, which I think is just fantastic. And the thing is if anybody finds out that this good little girl from this good family does that, it's going to be a huge scandal, it's going to be terrible for her family, and it's going to be terrible for everyone. So I don't want to give too much away, but you can see why these two people are going to have a problem. So he is a person, and people, they have feelings and needs, and you know, he likes her books, but he doesn't know that she did them. Anyway, it's a good book about discovering each other and fixing your flaws and finding out what you can't fix and what is just who you are, and accepting that. I think that is the other good part of it, because some things you aren't going to be able to fix, and it could just be a compatibility issue. You might as well move on. The thing about this is writing, so you wouldn't think that's a big deal, right? But like, I am a writer, and that takes a lot of time and a lot of just sitting around doing this. And so I can go for hours not paying attention to somebody, And that's just the way it is. And you have to have somebody in your life that's gonna be okay with that and let you have that freedom to explore whatever area you want to have. I have known people, I have been friends with people in the past that told me that I shouldn't write about certain topics. So for me, this book really hit hard in that way, where being told that that's going to be harmful, you shouldn't write about those things, don't do it, and just having to, because you just have whatever it is in you that makes you want to write and have to write, and you have that drive, and you can't and you should not do it for anybody, because that is a vital piece of who you are. And so it's far better to find somebody, like in this book, she found somebody who was ultimately able to be okay with the fact that she was a writer of erotic fiction. And that's super important. It's very important to have that and be yourself. Anyway, I really enjoyed the book. I hope that you give it a try or start at the beginning of the series. The whole thing was great. I love how in this book it references back to characters 2 books back. I thought that was great. But even if you hadn't started it at the beginning like I did, it's not going to be a big deal. She wrote it in such a way that anybody can pick up any book in the series and enjoy it. So anyway, I am going to finish my tea. I'll stop rambling and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.